happy Wednesday. Of course it's Wednesday. It's What's New Wednesday, so of course it's Wednesday. Although last week it was What's New Wednesday on a Thursday because Wednesday I was teaching a class. So anyhow, it is Wednesday and happy Wednesday and welcome. Hang on one sec. Oh, yeesh, that's an interesting view, isn't it? So, oh, there we go. Okay. We were looking a little odd there for a minute. Looking a little, I don't know, it looks odd to me anywhere. Hi, Roberta. Roberta said, where is everyone? Do you mean physically? Like, where is everyone, Roberta? Are you asking like where everyone lives? Or are you saying, hey, where are all the people tonight? Hi, Melissa. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Marilee. Nice to see you guys. Well, I'm in Utah. Some of you know that. That's where I am. Roberta, where are you? Gabby and Marilee, I both know, are in California, southern-ish California. Hi, Wanda. And I don't know if I know where Melissa is. Okay, friends. So, where are the squirrels? Now, I still don't know what you're saying. Oh, my goodness. Anyhow, it's all good. It's all good. Roberta's Reno. There we go. So, weather here, very bizarre. Lots of rain in the last couple of days here. Hi, Marie. And I know I probably shouldn't say where people are. That's probably not good of me to say where people are. If you would like to say where you are, some of you I know where you are, but I won't say because I shouldn't be revealing that about you. If you want to share, you can share. Hi, Diane. Diane's from Toronto. Hi, Nancy. Melissa is from Minnesota. Marie is, I will not say because it's really, never really thought about that. Unless you say, I should not say where you are from. That's none of my business. Hi, Wanda. Marie is in Nevada. There, I was going to say she was in Nevada. Creative Cindy, Michigan. Hi, Gloria is California. Marilee, did I get your email? I don't know. I'm sure I did, but I don't remember. I do not remember. So, yes, there's just lots of them. And I will tell you the idea book is right now, like taking all the brain power I have. So I'm forgetting things. Not necessarily forgetting, just I don't remember if you emailed. Hi, Gerda from Texas. Creative Cindy, how long will you be on tonight? Oh, golly, that's a loaded question, isn't it? I'm going to say probably about an hour. About an hour. And you know, you can come and go or leave whenever you want or watch the replay or whatever it is. But I'm going to say with what I have to show, probably about an hour. Depends on how chatty I am. Hi, Tamara from New Mexico. Joe Disney. I spent 3 hours with Joe last night here doing the, not here, I was here. She was there, wherever she is. We did, last night we had the Love My Dog mini book class. Okay. So friends, hi, Michelle. Michelle's from Southern California. I will have people keep coming, so I am not going to wait because I don't know how long we'll wait. So I'm going to get us started. I will rotate the camera. I will turn off the overhead lights and turn on the studio lights and we'll get going, okay? Hi, Robin from Arkansas. Okay, here we go. Trudy from Brisbane. Trudy, I have been to Brisbane. Welcome. You are in a beautiful spot. Ooh, we're nice and dark. I will turn the lights on. Don't have no fear. The lights will come on now. The nice hot lights with my sweater. So I'll turn the fan on as well. Hi, Karen Haynes. Rosemary is joining live for the first time. Welcome, Rosemary. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone, for sure. Welcome to everyone. But yes, welcome to new people and old people and young people. I don't mean old age. You know what I mean. You guys have to tell you, I am. Oh, come on. Oh, my fan. What's going on here? I'm feeling a little self-conscious. Now, when I say that, this is going to sound a little weird. The reason I'm feeling a little self-conscious is that I have been watching every single last video that I have done on Saturday. This are Saturday sessions for the last 3 years. Because that is part of the idea book, where every list in the idea book will have the date that it was recorded. It will have the link to that, and it will also have the minute mark. So if we started this particular list at the 33-minute mark, it will tell you it starts at the 33-minute mark, which means I've gone back and watched everything. Now, I haven't watched it like beginning to end, but I've watched a lot, and oh my gosh, I don't know. I see some things and I'm like, oh, Leo, you're such a dork. Like, what is wrong with you? So anyhow, that's what I'm doing. Karen, yes, thanks. Great reminder. Please, please, please hit the like button, you guys. That is really awesome if you will do that. Hi, Nurse Tara 04. Hi, Valerie. Valerie and I had a nice little chat the other day. Hi, TK. About it this past Saturday, a bi-weekly kit. Christy, I haven't heard about Lael starting a bi-weekly kit. So I don't know what that is. I know nothing about it. I don't know. Maybe I said something maybe I worded something a little odd because I don't know about it. Maybe I'll have to go back and figure out what that was. Okay, friends, let's dig in. This is What's New Wednesday. And on What's New Wednesday, I call them What's New Wednesday-ish because they don't necessarily happen every Wednesday. If I'm traveling, no Wednesday. If I'm getting ready to travel and really busy trying to pack, no Wednesday. And if there's nothing to share, no Wednesday. So that is what we are here for. We are, me, and a little scatter are here to chat about and show you what is new on my website. So all the products that you will see are currently, should be in stock. I say should because I saw some things start to go pretty quickly. So just know I have reorders on many of these things already on the way. Marie, shoot me an email and I will tell you that. Hi, Linda. Linda is a first timer. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Hi, Freedom Deep. Welcome. Joe, Nancy from Illinois. Okay, I'm going to, yes, you know what happens. You know what happens. I start to get sidetracked already. All right, so we are going to look at the new products. This is a brand new washi that I brought in. I saw this and I thought it was really fun. On the website, it is called Envelope Washi. So there is a link in the description box of the video that takes you to the What's New page on my website. And that is where you'll see all the things that I'm showing. One quick thing I need to mention about that is if you're watching this video 2 months from now, so May 15th, 2023, and you click on the What's New box, What's New link, you may not see these things because that would have been 2 months ago. Today would have been 2 months ago. So just know the longer it is from the original viewing, you may or may not see things. All right. So this guy, as I said, is called Envelope Washi. I am going to just rip that right there and show you what this looks like. It's very cool. It is semi-transparent. So I will put it down in my little tester notebook here, and then I will bring it up to the camera so you can see. So semi-transparent. So it's a little bit see-through-ish. Oh, this looks like a good spot. We'll just put it right here. Oh, that's good. So you can see that it's a little bit transparent. You can see that it has gone through, not gone through, you can see a little bit what was underneath it. So there we go. There are a number of different fun envelopes. So like that one is really cool with all the little airmail stamps on it. Come celebrate. But it's just kind of a fun washi. It could work for travel. It could work for, it would be really fun. I know some of you, when you're mailing happy mail off to people or when you're mailing snail mail or something like that, you like to put your washi on the back of the envelope. That could kind of be a fun one. So that is fun. And it's actually a little bit taller than your regular traditional washi. So for example, this would be a regular height washi. Well, I don't know, it's maybe like 5 millimeters taller. So not much, but that probably is a little bit hard for you to see. But anyhow, that's just a fun new washi. And I have lots more new washi coming. Lots and lots and lots. In fact, I have a whole bin full that I keep moving from my let's show it this week bin. So yeah, that's a good one, right? Scrapbook Sister 70 said, cute washi. Gabby, the other new washi is already sold out. So I think you probably mean maybe the Vintage Artistry. Maybe. It's coming. It's coming back again. All right, so now let's take a look at some new Tim Holtz Ideology products. So I brought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the collage strips. And I thought these were just super fun. There are 30 pieces in here. And it's very interesting as I see lots of product coming from manufacturers. We are seeing kind of this things being done a little bit in color families. So like that strip has all the pinks. This one has blues, a little bit of cream colored. Then we go to the purples, then we go to the green. Things like that make it really easy, I think, in my opinion, for you to work in other products. Maybe not a Tim Holtz product. Maybe you have some green stickers or some green die cuts from something else, and you want to be able to use those. Like, look at, for example, we looked at these a couple weeks ago, but I have them out for a reason. I have the little eucalyptus leaves from 49 Market here, but look at that. Two totally different brands. If I normally struggle with something and I'm like, I don't really know what to mix with it, well, this makes it so easy because look at, I just find a color that kind of matches and that would go on there really well. So that whole kind of concept of the different colorways or the color families. We saw this a little bit also happening with the Gingham Garden collection. So isn't that fun, that red one? But I love all of those. I think those are tons of fun. So like I said before, there are 30 of those. Now, you could use them as a strip. And for example, if I was to use this one, maybe on a list, I would use it, I don't know, I'd probably use it like right along the edge like that and then build a little cluster around it. So they're really good size for working in a traveler's notebook. All right, let's see. So that's a really fun one too. You kind of have, I mean, they're definitely not criminals. But look at that little man, looks like he's so angry, he's grumpy. But you could use these as a strip, but you could also cut them up. So you could cut them into their smaller pieces. So if you're doing some layering, but you have a smaller area, you need a smaller cluster, then you could cut these little pieces up and you know, kind of get the size that you need. Look how fun, the old vintage photos. Anyhow, I just thought these were so fun. So there's 30 in there, and it looks like, I don't know if we've seen any dupes. It looks like they are all separate designs. So there are 30 different designs there, I believe. All right, so those are the collage strips. Yes, collage strips. Had to make sure I called that the right thing. Nancy, do I offer direct deposit? I asked last Thursday. Nancy, I think I missed that. But hey, wouldn't that be fun, right? Direct deposit. I love it. That's a great idea. Just to direct deposit your funds into my account. And then, yes, of course. You can have a running credit and yes. All right, next up. This is the ephemera pack, the palette ephemera pack. So there are two different ephemera packs in this Ideology release. This is the palette pack. 136 pieces. So obviously we will not look at all of those, but let's dump those out. Let's dump those puppies out. And what you're going to love about this, again, we have that whole idea of the different colorways. So you'll see it, you'll really see it on the back of the packaging. Like, look at, you have your purples and your blues, a little bit of teal, your mint, the yellow, the red, the pink. So your layering possibilities, like with your collage strips, and then building your clusters with the palette ephemera pack, very fun. And there's good size. I mean, look at that. That is probably 4 3/4 by 3. So that's good size. You've got some really big pieces here, which are nice when you're doing your clustering. And you'll see the pieces get really small. I've had some questions come up lately about layering and how to layer. Some of you really struggle with or are afraid to build layers. And so one of the things that I said I would do, and I'm just going to be talking as I'm kind of going through these so you can get a feel. Look at that little house. One of the things that we will do during our Saturday session, our all-day Saturday session, look how bright and vibrant that is, on the 25th, I will do a little section about layering, and we'll go through lots of different examples, and I'll give you some tips and techniques on how to effectively layer. And we'll also look at why layering doesn't work sometimes, right? So we'll look at, maybe I'll throw a few pieces together and say, okay, what was wrong here? And what could we have done to fix it to make it look a little bit better? Oh, look at that dog. Anyhow, so many pieces. What did I say? I think like 136. So that will last you for a long, long, long time. Oh, look at that. Even like little handwritten, I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's some kind of ledger where Dolores Sluter paid $60 on 130.51. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, anyhow, those are the palette. That is the palette. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just going to move the tray. That is the palette ephemera pack. So far, those two have gone really well together. Now let's take a look at, these are the organic layers. Okay, organic layers. So different die cut pieces. There are 45 in here. And with the die cut, whoopsie, with the layers, basically your organic layers, again, a different size. Oh, these, okay, so these have a little bit of a different feel to them. These have a different finish on them, and they're a little bit thicker. So these are a little bit more like cardstock, whereas those other pieces were a little bit thinner. And these have a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe like a semi-gloss finish. I mean, when I say semi-gloss, I mean kind of more like paint. You know, when you get semi-gloss as opposed to a flat. So these have a little bit of a smoother finish to them. But lots of great, and these are, they're called organic. So you have lots of, oh my gosh, can't remember what that's called. Ooh, but I love that. So look at, you have different shapes, different rectangles, different size rectangles. So if we were working on a layer here, we could kind of do something like that. We'd have to obviously play with it a little bit more, but having our different sizes and shapes is really fun. That helps with our layering quite a bit. Some birds, I keep saying N. And it's not nautical, but in my head it is N. So I'm gonna have to, not horticultural. Yeah, love that kind of robin's egg color. Do not crush, handle with care the eggs. So anyhow, that will give you a feel for that lovely, beautiful pack. Encyclopedia with a little bit of weathering on the top, it looks like. Little map piece. So those are the organic layers. Oh, that word's gonna bother me now. It's going to bother me. Botanical, thank you, Roberta. Yes, botanical. So you know what's interesting about that, just while I put these back very quickly. So I was thinking N, and I knew it wasn't nautical, but that's botanical. So that's why I was thinking N, because the nautical sounded like botanical. At least that's what I'm going with. Okay, all right, so those are the layers, organic layers. Oh, come on, you little guy. One thing, if you guys would like, and you can keep it, well, it can't be anonymous between us because you would need to send it to me and then I would know it was you. But if you struggle with layering and you have an example of something that you've done and it just doesn't feel right to you, if you want to send it over to me, we could use that as an example. If you wanted to email it to me, we could use that as an example when we are working together on the 25th. If you don't know about the 25th, that's our all-day listing session and demos and prizes and all kinds of fun things. So that we will be doing on the 25th here on my YouTube channel. All right, these are so cool, you guys. 49 and Market has been doing a little bit of this with their acetate pieces, like the eucalyptus. Brighton, Bo Bunny has done this recently with their brand new Brighton collection. And now Tim Holtz with the transparent layers, but look at those. How cool is that? They're like pieces of acetate that are printed. I love, oh, this one, don't even get me started. Like I would have an outfit of this. I just love this one so much. Love, love, love that. But what's really fun with things like this, when they're transparent, there's lots of cool things that we can do. You can have them as overlays on the top of photos. You could have them as little flip ups on lists and things like this, things like that, not like this. But it's fun to have that kind of transparent look to get a little peek of, oh my goodness, look at that one, to get a little peek of what is underneath. Another botanical, nautical, botanical. That butterfly, oh my goodness, just stunning. And then of course you knew that one, I would love that one because I loved the circles one. So fun. And then there's a couple of rounds. That is really cool. This you could even really, this could be an overlay on top of a photo. Wouldn't that be cool as an overlay on top of a photo? And then a couple more rounds. So those are the transparent layers. All right, one more thing we're going to take a look at with ideology before we move on to a little bit of Heidi Swap. Okay, so next up we have the quote chips. So these are chipboard pieces. There are 48 in there. These are kind of a bigger, different version of the word strips, right? I like to use word strips. These are a little bit different, but kind of the same thing in that Your heart and my heart are very old friends. I love that. Linda said, how would you adhere the adhesive at the acetate? And Wenda kind of asked the same thing. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do that. If you use, let me pull one of these out because this will be a little bit easier. One of these transparent, or the acetates from 49 and Market. So if we took something like this, there is a lot of color in a certain area, right? We see that color kind of all in this area. If we were to apply our adhesive like our tape runner or a glue dot in that colored area is going to camouflage your adhesive. So you wouldn't see that at all. You could use a little tiny attacher stapler. That would be another way that you could do that. So probably what I would do, especially if I was working in my traveler's notebook with that and I did not want a staple in there, I would use my my tape runner or a glue dot, and it would be camouflaged. So here's an example. This is a list that we did a couple weeks ago. This is a one of those clear acetate pieces, and I just put my adhesive behind the color so you don't see it at all. If you only have a little spot of color, if you work with like a really small glue dot, that's enough to really kind of adhere it. So that guy, there's no sewing on there. Some people have suggested you could sew. If you sew them on, you definitely would want to use a particular type of needle. I don't know what that would be because I don't sew on my projects because I look at a bobbin and it just instantly tangles. So but here's I even put a little glue dot right there, and I don't think you'll even be able to see it even if I hold it up. But I can just see a little tiny bit of glue dot right behind that. So that's what I had used over here and over there, just little glue dots. Scrapbook Sister said tape runner. Yep, so you can use your tape runner, glue dot. Totally works. All right, so back to these little things. No journey is ever too great if you find what you seek. So just lots of great quotes like that to work into your projects, whatever your projects may be. Now, there's one little tip I want to show you with these. This one, it's often the simple that creates the marvelous. So they're chipboard, right? So they're a little bit thicker. If you didn't want them to be as thick, you could take, very carefully, your paper piercer or your even your scissors. And all that is, it's just different layers of paper. It's different layers of chipboard that has made that bulk. So if I come in very carefully and look at what I'm doing, I'm separating that off. There's all that chipboard. So if I need it, if I want to use it in my traveler's notebook, but I don't want all that bulk, I just separated that right off. And then I have a nice little piece. So there we go. And those are the quote chips. There are 48 of those, different shapes. So you see we have some ovals, rectangles, different shaped ovals, and different shaped rectangles, pretty much. If you're lucky enough to be different, never change. That's a good one. All right, let's move those off to the side, and then I will start to run out of, actually, let me just do this. Let me just dump these in here because I will start to run out of, whoopsie, I will start to run out of trays. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Sometimes the heart sees what is invisible to the eye. Together is my favorite place to be. All right, so there we go. Those are the chipboard pieces. Okay, let's move on to Heidi Swapp. So Heidi has a brand new collection called Set Sail, and it is lovely and it's beautiful and it's stunning. So we are going to take a look at that one next. There is one piece of the collection that I'm still waiting for, and that is the 6x8 paper pad. So American Crafts is not shipping that yet, but I have everything else in the collection that I normally order. I don't order the open stock 12x12s. I don't order the 12x12s, but I pretty much brought in everything else. 6x8 pad is coming. They're just not shipping it yet. All right, so first thing, let's start with two things that are a little bit different. If you know Heidi, she kind of works in larger books like this sometimes. But these are little mini notebooks. These have gone very quickly since I put them up today. So I have a reorder ready. After tonight, I will add whatever I need, and then I have a reorder coming. So if you see something tonight and it shows out of stock, just on that product on my website, you'll see a little button that says email me when available. And as soon as I add inventory back in, it will automatically email you. So these are mini notebooks. They're 3.5 by 5.5, I want to say. Let me just double check. 3.5 by 5. And they're 3 little mini notebooks, blank inside, but they're just super cute. Nice, kind of heavier cardstock cover, a little bit of a glossy finish to that. So you have the blue, you have the stripe, and then you have that kind of fun ledger. And that ledger is only on the cover. It's not on the inside. So those fit, those of you that work in the smaller traveler's notebooks, like the little A6, those will fit in your little A6. So let me pull this out. This is mine that I work in. But this little guy would fit right in there like that. I know, Karen, rounded corners. Yep, they all have the rounded corners, Karen. They just don't like you. Sorry about that. All right, so there we go. Those are the mini notebooks. Then we move to the notebooks. These are quite large. 7.5 by, now I don't remember. I measured them when I added them to the website. So they are 7.5 by 9. But these are great. There's 3 in here as well. I don't know, these are great for whatever you want to use a larger notebook for. Where's the thing? Oh, there we go. Again, with that same like semi-gloss coated cover, not semi-gloss, but it's a coated cover because it's matte, but you can feel the finish. Blank again, so great for whatever you want to do. A nice little ombre-ish stripe there, and then a beautiful kind of teal colored wood grain. And those are the notebooks. So mini notebooks and notebooks. Alrighty. These, I was so excited when I saw these. I love it when Heidi does either her word strip stickers or the definitions. So this pack has 3 sticker sheets, 123 stickers total. You have the black, you have the cream, and then you have kind of that sandy, peachy kind of color. And it looks like they are all the exact same sticker sheet. So they each have the exact same words, just in the different color. Okay, and those are the word strip stickers. Next up, these are fun. These are sticky notes. Now, for some reason, they have called them ledger tags. Don't know why they called them ledger tags. These are sticky notes. So there is your little, oh, you know what? I am mistaken. These are not sticky notes. These are little just pieces. There's nothing sticky about it. There's no sticker. They just look like they're sticky notes. So they're just little small pieces. That would be fun for labeling any of your projects or making a little list here, a little list there, doing a little bit of journaling, whatever it has. So I need to go back on the website. I'm like, why would they call those ledger tags if they're sticky notes? Because they're not, Lael. Ding-a-ling. Anyhow, you have 4 different designs, 15 in each design for a total of 60. Alrighty, next up, her stamps. So these are fun. I always like to, not caution, but just make you aware that the American Crafts stamps are made in China. And there's nothing wrong with that. You will see that they are significantly less expensive. So this sheet is $6.99 for that sticker sheet, or excuse me, for that stamp set. The stamps that are produced in China are not the same quality as they are in the US. They have, I don't know if their process is different or what it is. They're still great, especially for the price. But sometimes if you've ever wondered, well, why would one stamp set be $16.99 and one be, excuse me, $6.99 and one be $14.99? That's the difference, China versus US, and then also the quality. When you stamp the image, you will notice. But it's great product for the price. And those are the stamps. But obviously in Heidi's signature handwriting, Ocean Lover, Better Together, Uncharted, Obsessed, Perfection, Saltwater. So as we now start to get into the meat and bones of the collection, it definitely has a theme for sailing, but there's a ton of things that you can use it for besides sailing. So whether you're on a cruise or not on a cruise, whether you're sailing or not sailing, there's a lot of like beachy kind of vacation things that you could use. like the palm tree, like the most of these words, the sun, and so forth. Hi, Bernice. Nice to see you. All right. Next up, we are going to take a look at some of the die cuts that are in that set sale collection. So we have the regular die cuts, like the icons. Oh, let's go there. I just keep pulling out the trays. Oh, I've got the big trays over there, that's why. All right, so the die cuts have gold foil accent, and this package, 42 pieces. So let's take a look. Gold foil, beautiful gold foil compass there, enjoying the endless summer days. So both of those, in fact, most of what we're going to see here works for anything. It is not specific to sailing. Although this one, Red Sky at Night, Sailor's Delight, that reminds me of a U2 song. Red Sky at Night. Yeah, I won't sing that. Escape, perfect in Heidi's handwriting. Obsessed, Seashell, Perfection, Uncharted. So all of those had the gold foil accents. And then what we'll take a look at, the rest of the pack, none of these have the gold foil accents. And oh my goodness, take me there right now. Just take me there to that place right now. Anchor, Saltwater, Perfection, Obsessed, Escape, or there. I will also go there. You could take me to whichever of those two places. So that will just give you a good feel for, and so the adventure begins. Palm trees, out to sea, sail away, a sailboat. So it's a good mixture of, there definitely has a sailing theme to it. That's the Utah state bird. Most people don't know that. The seagull is the Utah state bird. There are some shells, set sail, sunshine, a couple of oars. Definitely has that sailing theme to it, but also works for lots of ocean, beach themes. Okay. Yeah, we'll just throw that in there. Next up, you have the journal icons. Yeah, Karen said great for cruise and island vacations. She said she can't think of much else because it's too themey for her, but nonetheless. Right, so definitely cruise or beach or island. So even if it's not a vacation and you live in San Diego, or you live in Florida, or you live in any of the beach, places, so it would totally work. Or you could live in Michigan. I mean, on Lake Michigan, you could be out in a little sailboat on Lake Michigan. All right. Ooh, I need to clean. I've got some little dirt residue there. All right, so these are fun. These are the journal. Trying to find where that opens. The journal die cuts, or the journal ephemera. Lots of little date flags there. Definitely much less themey. There really is no theme so far to this set. The journal pieces. That one's a little theme. Ooh, I love that rainbow. Some great date labels. Gold foil again. So it looks like what we're seeing in the die cut journaling pieces, you have one that is themed. Everything else is non-themed. And there are 40, where did that go? Maybe 40 of those too? Doesn't sound right in my head though. Oh, yep, there are 40 of those. Nurse Tara, I love it. I love that for you. Nurse Tara said, I'm taking my first cruise in May. These would be perfect. Yes. And you know what? I love the color palette. I mean, you see the blue like you would expect to see and the kind of the gold, but I love the hint of really like a pale blush pink, and there's some yellow in there and some teal. So it's a fun color palette. A little bit different than what you would normally see on like a cruise palette or a set, sailing palette or something like that. Generally, you see lots of red, white, and blue in those. I love San Diego, Karen. That would be their climate. That's like my dream spot, where it's like kind of the majority of the year it's in the 70s. All right, look at these. So these are mini envelopes and pockets. Look at these little things. So you put a little something in there, right? If any of you do Heidi's Stop the Blur, her memory keeping or her memory planning in a calendar, in one of her little calendar book things. She uses this type of thing a lot, where you can put little photos in there or a little list in there. Look at that. There's a little slash pocket. Another little pocket. So all those little pockets right there. A couple sailing, right? Couple sailing, that's kind of in between. And then all of those are super generic. Then we have, I haven't opened any of these yet. I just put them up on the website today. So you guys are seeing them just as I'm seeing them. Hi, Steffavella. Oh, Bermuda. Yeah, Nurse Tara, Bermuda. Is that where you're going? To Bermuda? Tourmaline. A tourmaline mine there. Wow, that's very cool. All right, so here we go. These little guys are more pockets. Nice little seashell. Ooh, that's fun, right? So you make a little something something. It could even be a photo that you slide in there, and then you see that through. So such cute little pieces. They're just so fun. Then, so those are going to be all the pockets. Then we're going to see the envelopes here. Actually, we already saw one envelope. The different colors of envelopes. We'll do something with these. We're going to do a really fun list with these where we'll have all these things kind of all over the Traveler's Notebook insert. And then we'll have our numbers on the outside, and then we'll open it up, and then that will be whatever is on the list inside. All right, all kinds of different colors, different shaped. Well, they're all, you know, your traditional size envelope, but mini. But when I say different shaped, you have like different little accents and things. Very fun. Those are the mini envelopes and pockets, and there are 27 pieces in there. That gives you a really good representation of the color palette in the collection right there. Okay, now we're moving on to a couple of stickers. We have the Phrases Thickers stickers. These I couldn't resist. These are foam, so they do have a little bit of dimension to them, but look at, they're all the gold. And a mixture between Heidi's handwriting and then just regular font. So Set Sail, Uncharted, Escape, Obsessed, Sail Away, Out to Sea, Ocean Lover, Better Together, Sunshine. Now, let's say you are not into sailing. Just take off the S. You could be talking about your ales. Yeah, that's funny. So you can make things work outside of sailing. There's only a couple things here that are specific to sailing. Sunshine, Better Together, Ocean Lover, Out to Sea, Sail Away. Oh, okay, so there's a couple of... So they are... I wonder if they're supposed to be that way. I'm going to have to look and see. I'll have to look on the website to see the product image because it appears as if they are the same thing. So you get 2 sheets. So you get 2 of each. Each little sentiment or word or saying, there are no sentiments of each word, which sometimes is nice because maybe you want to use sunshine in one spot and then use sunshine later for something else. But I'm assuming that's the way that it's supposed to be, but I'll double check. All right, so those are the Thickers phrase stickers. Then we have the 6x12 stickers. Stickers. Karen says she has an envelope. Yeah, with the envelope punch board, you can make them all different sizes. Joe, she gets seasick, but love boating and especially deep sea fishing. Oh, that would really be cute. Right. If you're out on anytime you're out on the ocean, or the lake or I don't know, I guess it could be a river. So 6x12 sticker sheet, 151 stickers. This has a matte finish. These stickers are cardstock, but they have a matte finish to them. So little banners, oars, lots of different icons that are related to the water. And then over here, you have some of Heidi's handwriting, word strips, multicolored word strips, a couple of definition stickers, some circles, and then some labels. Alrighty. Next up, so Nurse Tara just said something here that I want to talk about really quick. Nurse Tara said she's trying to figure out how to make a themed traveler's notebook to take with her. Nick and I are going on our 25th anniversary trip next month, 3 years late. So it'll be our 28th anniversary, but it is rescheduled from May of 2020, which was our 25th anniversary, and we all know what was going on May of 2020. So we are going to, did you lose me? Oh, guess what? I did not plug in. I think we're okay still. Are we still okay? Maybe that was my problem. Let's see if I'm still here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Good. So Karen's good. There's been some weird things going on with YouTube over the last week. I don't know what it's been, but I looked. I did forget to plug in, but we haven't been on long enough, I think, to have made that happen. So anyhow, so Nick and I are going on our rescheduled trip. We will be in, it's a big trip. It's a big celebration. It's 25th anniversary now and 28th. So we will be in Europe for a number of weeks, and I will be working on preparing for that trip and documenting it in my traveler's notebook. So what I've been thinking, when I was talking to Nick the other night when we were at dinner, I said, hey, I think maybe what I might do is document my process of how I do that. So how I start as I'm preparing, not how you plan a trip, but how I start documenting that whole trip ahead of time in my traveler's notebook and the different things I do while we're on the road. Not on the road, but on the trip. By the way, we're going to do it in Carry-On, which is going to be quite challenging for Lael. So I won't be able to take very much with me, but I'm going to do all of that, and then I'm going to turn it into a class, and it will just be a downloadable class. There will be no product with it, but it will kind of help you get your arms around how to do that, how to prepare to document, how to gather and do some minimal documenting while you are on the trip, and then how to wrap it all back up together when you come back. Okay, so that will happen sometime this summer because we're going in May. I mean, that little class will be available. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you in the Set Sail collection is the washi tape. So we have 8 rolls. 6 yards per roll, so that gives you 48 yards. And hopefully this is maybe the last week that I am doing this in my book. I had a thought the other day, so I just need to make it happen. So super chunky, but how fun is that? That super chunky multicolored stripe. This is, once I get them all down, I will bring the book up towards the camera so you can see it a little bit better. But this has, the sunrise at the bottom of the washi. It's a little bit transparent or translucent above the sunrise. Yes, Nancy said, have a wonderful time in Europe, so much to see and do. We are flying into Amsterdam, spending 2 nights in Amsterdam. I've been there several times. Nick hasn't, so we'll do all the things that you do in there as we kind of adjust to the time change. And then we'll be going from there to Ireland. And then we will be going from Ireland to Scotland. So we figure if we're there, we might as well do it. So yes, we will limit that trip to just those 3 countries. That's a really pretty, very subtle blush. That one has a little seashell on it. Again, once I get all these down, I'll bring it up to the camera so you can see the beauty in this. And I love it how with the American Crafts washi, there's such a great variety. They all can be used by themselves. They can be mixed and matched together. These 2 particularly, okay, look at that. There, it repeats right there. So there's that blush again. I'll bring them up in just a sec, but you have her writing on that blush color. And then you have the gold anchors. All right, here we go. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is the little sunrise that I guess it could be sunset, sunrise or sunset. And so the adventure begins. The shells, that beautiful, super subtle kind of blush stripe, that nice diagonal navy. And then right there, see how that says Ocean Breeze, out to sea, set sail. And then your gold foil anchors. And that wraps up that Set Sail collection. Keep in mind that I am still waiting for the 6x8 pad. That is the one last product that I am still waiting for, and American Crafts has not started shipping those yet. So, good question, Cindy. I'm going to just call you Cindy. Okay, that is a great question. How do you get from one country to another? Plane, drive, walk. So in that case, it would either be plane or ferry. So we will be taking plane from country to country, and then we will be driving around each country, and then in a couple of cases we'll be taking a ferry within each country just to go to really small little islands that are just off of the coast of that particular country. All right, yeah, no stupid, you know what they say, no stupid question, except for the one that is an asked. So definitely not actually, you did not say stupid. You said, excuse my ignorance. So I apologize for that. But yeah, never a question. I mean, never an ignorant question. How about that? All right. So the reason that I had the eucalyptus leaves out was because I have now 3 different colors of these. So the eucalyptus leaves, acetate, leaves, and butterflies. There are 74 in that pack. You just saw me show you the rouge versions right there. Okay, so same pack, but within the rouge colorway. And then brand new toast. Okay, so this is called toast. These are beautiful because it's the exact same thing, but totally different in that the different color. And this color, they call it toast. But oh my goodness, right? Especially if you're doing fall things, this color palette is so pretty. So that is toast. Those are the acetate leaves for toast, leaves and butterflies. While we are talking toast, there is another thing that I brought in that's part of the toast color family. Okay, we're just not going to, actually, let me try to get these back in. It will just take a second. All right, so what I'll show you next, I'll just put those right there while I get these back in. Rub-on transfer sheets. So rub-ons, we worked a little bit with rub-ons a couple of weeks ago. There are rub-ons. Simple Stories has started using rub-ons, so we used some rub-ons in the Simple Vintage Life in Bloom collection. So we'll take a quick look at the toast rub-ons. Get in there, there we go. Take a quick look at the toast rub-on. Whoopsie, butterfly escaped there. So there are 6 6x8 sheets here. Comes with a little plastic rub-on stick. Kind of looks like a Lick-O-Made stick, right? You know, where you'd tear up the little pouch and you dip the candy stick into the sugar and lick it. That's what that reminds me of, a Lick-O-Made stick, but it is not sugar. All right, it's the healthy version of the Lick-O-Made stick. Okay, so these are the 6 sheets, and these are rub-ons. So if you are not familiar with a rub-on, let me bring some of these up top that have a little bit more detail on them. If you're not familiar with a rub-on, I used rub-ons, like I said, a couple of weeks ago. I will show you this list. So these pieces right here are rub-ons. You can see it's partially on this piece, partially on that piece. That is also a rub-on. So I guess they could be kind of like, they would be kind of similar to like a clear sticker, but they don't have that clear, they're not clear, and they will have no edges around them. So they are super easy to use, and I'm going to show you with just one of these. Let me just use like that little butterfly. That will be easy. Rub-ons have been around for many years. I'm going to grab a little tool that will help us here. A tool, AKA a stapler. So when I get a new rub-on sheet, all of your rub-ons are going to come with the sheet and then a backer sheet. That backer sheet is very important. You do not want to lose the backer sheet, because once the backer sheet is gone, these little rub-ons will stick to, but they won't stick how you want them to stick. They'll partially stick to anything they're sitting on. So keeping that backer sheet with it is very important. When I started using rub-ons years ago, I would do this. I would staple that sheet together so it's not coming apart. Now, if I just want to use that little rub-on right there, I do not want to peel off the whole sheet and put it down and then try to just get that rub-on on. This is how I do it. Now, there's lots of different ways to do things, but this is how I do it. This is kind of what's helped me over the years. So I would just cut that away. Now I'm just dealing with a little piece. Much easier to deal with a little piece than a big piece, that big 6x8 piece. So all I do is remove that, remove the backer sheet now, like so. Lay that down wherever I want it. Take my little Lik-M-Aid stick and kind of rub or burnish. All right, there are instructions on the back of the rub-ons that basically are telling you to do this, rub or burnish. Now, before I would ever peel that away, I don't want to just pick it up because I may have the rub-on down in certain places and not others. So if I start to peel away, I go, okay, that looks pretty good, but let's pretend that right here, let's just pretend like this whole corner of the butterfly did not rub on. I'm okay because I haven't lifted it all up. I can just put that back down and continue to do my little rubbing there until all of that is released. And I peel away gently. And there we go. There's my rub-on. So very fun. They really are fun, especially when you get something like this, like with all the little splatters. You would have all the little splatters, kind of like we did, right? We have a little splatter right there. It's really hard to get a splatter sticker. Those don't really work too well. And if you are trying to splatter with ink, this is far less messy because all you're doing is rubbing, transferring the image from that clear sheet, transferring the image from there onto your project. So those are the toast rub-ons. Now that we've looked at rub-ons, we can now all have the same point of reference when we start to look at a couple more things. So let's get those in there. Hi, Denise Dufresne, nice to see you. Wanda, they're really fun. There are a couple tips like that. And again, that's just the way I do it. Not right or wrong, that's just the way I do it. For me, stapling the sheet together so I don't lose the backer sheet and then cutting off what I want to use, that seems to work for me. So just a little tip. You also have some different directions on there. Clean, dry surface. Alrighty, but literally they will stick to whatever they end up on, so. Okay, moving on to another new color collection for 49 and Market. This is called Inkwell. Hi, Heidi, nice to see you. This, oh my goodness, you guys, this color swatch, this Inkwell is gorgeous. I love navy. I love, 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 love navy. So here we have the 6x8. This is a mini collection pack. So you're good, Belinda. No worries. You just jump in now and you can go back and watch it later. Go back and watch what you missed later. Nurse Tara just said, oh no, I hit checkout too quickly. I saw some things I want to add to my order. That is not a problem, Nurse Tara. All that you need to do, if you just want to email me and say, hey, will you add these things onto my order? I can do that for you. Alternatively, you can place a second order. If you place a second order, there's a couple things that are really important. First of all, you will be charged shipping twice, just because it's a second order. As long as you email me and let me know and you say, hey, Lael, I have 2 orders. Would you please ship them together? If you tell me that, then I know. And when it's time for your orders to ship, I can watch for that. We can ship them in the same box and then we will refund the shipping on one of your orders when it ships. So you can do it either way. Sometimes I know some people prefer just to place a second order because sometimes they're worried that something might sell out and then they might not get it. So up to you. All right, mini collection pack. So the mini collection pack, 18 sheets, 2 each of 9 double-sided papers. As opposed to, now don't get too distracted when I show you this, as opposed to their regular collection packs, 28 sheets, 3 each of 9 plus a bonus. So the mini, on the back, which so smart, hello, on the back, pattern, we can use that. But this will give you, I mean, so beautiful. I love how you have a little bit of the white splotches on there. Nice neutrals on the background. So this is called Inkwell. Oh, so, so good. Katie, I tell you what, Miss Katie Pertit is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. She's the designer that designs all of these products for 49 and Market. That is stunning. I just love the navy. And it's nice because you can add your layers. Ooh, that's so pretty. Add your layers In fact, you could bring in some of the Tim Holtz products, the Ideology that we looked at earlier, with the kind of matching or coordinating color palettes. So that is the 6x8 mini collection pack. Then we have the rub-on transfers. So these are going to be very similar to the toast that we just saw. 6x8 sheets. Butterflies. Botanicals. Oh, blue botanicals. So pretty. Those ink splotches are so cool, especially if you're like me and sometimes you're like, I kind of freak out when it comes to trying to do mixed media. Well, there it is, already done for you. All you have to do is take out your Lick-O-Made stick and get them on. These are really fun. The little kind of words up top with the little labels around them. These would be great accent pieces on traveler's notebooks. And then some little words and phrases in frames. So those are the Inkwell. A little bit more color to them than the toast that we saw a second ago. One more thing in Inkwell. You have the laser cut pieces. So 49 and Market does both laser cuts and die cuts. So the difference between laser cuts and die cuts, and we'll see this when we look at their Vintage Artistry Everywhere collection. The laser cut elements are unbelievable. So you have 4 6 by 12.5 sheets. There are 117 pieces. Because these are laser cut, you get the intricate detail that you could never, ever, ever get in a die cut, right? Totally different process. So look at the little, let me try to pull this guy out. The intricate detail. Look at that. Look at the intricate detail in that piece. You can't get that in a sticker, and you can't get that in a die cut. But because they're laser cut, you get all that amazing intricate beauty. So we looked at those 2 sheets. Now let's look at these 2 sheets. Like, look at doily. I mean, there's no way you could get a doily like that in a die cut. And then the ribbons. Like, oh my goodness, look at this. We got to look at this one. This one is crazy. I have to be very gentle when I pull that out because it is so fine. It's like Mickey. Did you get that? Please tell me you got that. That's how I know if you're my age-ish. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Look how intricate that is. I mean, you would not be able to look at that. You would look at that and think it was a piece of ribbon or a piece of leather. You would never, ever, ever guess that that was a piece of paper because it is so fine and intricate on your project. So those are the laser cut elements for Inkwell. And those are the 3 pieces for Inkwell. All right, let's get these put back in, and then we will take a look at the Vintage Artistry Everywhere collection, which is a really great travel collection. Yeah, there we go. Karen's got it. She's going to sing along. She is going to sing along. Thank you, Joe. Joe said she just gave the video a thumbs up. Yeah, if you guys would do that for me, I would sure appreciate it. If you're still here hanging out, just give it a quick thumbs up. She said, thank you for sharing these great products and introducing them or making them available to us. Yes, and when you say us, you mean me too, because then I get to play with them all. All right, so let's take a look at Vintage Artistry Everywhere, starting out with the 6x8 collection pack. There are 28 sheets, 3 each of 9 different patterns. Everything is double-sided, and then you have a bonus sheet. Your bonus is on the back. Well, it's here somewhere. I don't know. We'll see where it is. Usually it's on the back of that. Look at the travel words there. Wonder, adventure, but it's so subtle. It's like it's been like a little bit of rub-on top, right? Nice neutral background. I love the pops of color in this collection. Look at that little kind of hotel piece up there and down here, the pops of color. That's a good one too. Pops of color, I think really make this collection stand out. Vintage Artistry Everywhere. Ooh, that's a great blue. That's fun. Kind of a little part of the globe. Ooh, love that one with the tickets. Not great with the tickets. Orange. I have a hankering for orange. The high school where our boys went, that was orange and blue were their colors, but it was really orange. So while they were in high school, the 6 years, because they overlapped, I had lots of orange clothing to wear to football games and lacrosse games. Lots of orange clothing. Not a lot of people like orange, but I love it in this collection because it's so subtle. You just have a few accents. So those are the papers. See, just a few subtle, nice pops of color with the orange. Ooh, that's a good pop. All right. Oh, there we go. That is that bonus piece. And that those are just cut aparts. TK said, I just got these from you today. Well, I did pay for them. So, right, you may not have, although as of this afternoon, a couple of you, I don't know, a handful of you, you have us holding your order because you wanted to wait either until after tonight or until after next weekend when all the new stamps come out. All of my new stamps. But otherwise, we're all caught up shipping. We were all caught up shipping. So unless it came in after like noon today. So TK, it may have come in afternoon. All right, so let's look at these next. These are the Everywhere, Vintage Artistry Everywhere. That is the chipboard word set. So wonderful chipboard words. These are great in all of your projects. I've used a couple in Traveler's Notebooks because they're thin enough chipboard. I mean, they really are really thin chipboard, which is nice. If you feel like you need a little dimension in one of your other projects, you could add Pop Dot or Foam Square behind it. But love the font. View, Trip, Adventure, Dream, Here, Drive, Detour, Best. So those chipboard words are really fun. Travel, Explore, and that will give you a really good feel for the color palette. Kind of the lime, the navy, a little bit of a lighter blue, the blush, and the orange. So those are the chipboard words. There are 72 pieces in there. So you even have like little word strips and some little heart icons and things like that. Ooh, the heart icons are really awesome because look at that. They're little maps. They're little maps. I had a really fun idea. So 3 new Traveler's Notebooks. The first for me of hopefully many covers, Traveler's Notebook covers, we will see later this summer. But when I was in Houston 2 weekends ago for a fun trip, but then also a work trip and inspiration trip, and I had an idea for a Traveler's Notebook cover that I thought would be really fun for using for travel. So we'll see about that one down the line. All right, let's get these little guys back in, and we still have some more products in this amazing collection to take a peek at. Now, guys, generally, I bring in the 6x8s. I bring in the 6x8s pretty much, I won't say exclusively, but almost, in the collections that I bring in, because the 6x8s is what I use mostly in Traveler's Notebooks. If you ever see something and you're like, oh my gosh, I love the Vintage Artistry Everywhere collection, but I'd really like the 12x12 papers, 12x12 paper pack or collection kit or whatever, just reach out because I can bring them in easily. Not something that I generally want to stock on the website, but I can do one-off orders like that. So these are the Defining Words rub-ons. A little bit smaller because this collection is 2 different rub-on packages. So you have 2 6x8s here. I love this. Look at all those. Definitions, titles, tons of icons, and all of those great colors. And then these pieces, kind of your mixed media looking layers with your ink splats and then your dictionary paper. Just love both of those. Those are both awesome. So those are the Vintage Artistry Everywhere Defining Words. You have 2 6x8 sheets. Those really work for any kind of travel. I mean, whether you're using the rest of the collection or not. So what's interesting, Michelle said, oh, that's good to know about the 12x12 paper packs. Thank you. I'm going to try something. Oh, I am trying something. I have the order that I placed with Simple Stories for their next 4 collections that are coming up. I am going to offer on the website like the smorgasbord, like a simple story smorgasbord. That's probably what I'll call it. I need to pronounce it better first. Simple Stories Smorgasbord. That would basically be one of everything in the collection. So the 12 by 12 collection pack, the 6 by 8 pad, the chipboard, the foam stickers, the stencils, the stamp, all of the things. So watch for that because I'll have a limited number of those. But for those of you that like to get all the things in a collection, then you'll be able to get them. All right, so this will be similar in content to the Toast and the Inkwell rub-on packs that we looked at, but also a little bit different. Similar in content in that there are 6 by 8 sheets. So these would be similar to what we've been looking at, right? Where you kind of have icons and paint splatters and things like that. So those would be the first 3, but then on the second 3, look at these. Big giant words. So this pack is called the Album Rub-On Transfer Set, which I get it, but I wish they wouldn't have called it that because I think what it does, it makes you think it can only be used with an album. All of these are great for using in any type of project, layouts or traveler's notebooks or what have you. This is where I think they were maybe thinking from the album perspective because you could use these on tabs and different things. But look at this. Sunday, day 1, morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, Sunday, Monday, blah, 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 day 1, da, 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 da. So you have lots of different words for documenting your trips. And this, I love all of those with the navy background and then all the different colored words and even those little tiny ones. So this is a really fun set. Those are the that is the Album Rub-On Transfer Set, not R, that is. Album Rub-On Transfer Set. Okay, lots more things to look at with this collection. It is a beauty. It is a beauty. What did I do with the, oh, here it is. Karen said, may need to get this for my Kansas trip in a couple of weeks, going there to celebrate, oh, your dad's 86th birthday. Happy birthday to your dad. TK got quite a few Paper Curator stamps. They're almost as awesome as Laels. Thank you, TK. No, they are. The Paper Curator are awesome. I agree. All right, here we go. These are called Wishing Bubbles and Baubles. So these are kind of like enamel dots, but kind of a little bit different. One thing I want to mention really quick while we're looking at the back side of the packaging, one of the things that 49 and Market does that I really enjoy is their packaging can be used. I mean, look at the back of that. I could use that on any kind of project. So if you are using their products, remember packaging, you could cut it off there or cut that whole piece off, right? Use it for something fun. But your bubbles and baubles. So these are kind of like your enamel dots, but they're a little bit different. These have a little bit, it's not pearly, but they look, it's not pearly, I shouldn't even say that. Different sizes, different colors, words, X marks the spot, arrows, and then your little geotags. So you get a lot of pieces in there, 110. Okay, so they call these epoxy coat sticker embellishments. So kind of like an enamel dot. But I think what makes them different than an enamel dot is you can see things through them. Most enamel dots are just solid, right? Just one color. Michelle, yeah, the berries collection is beautiful that Simple Stories has coming out. Absolutely. All right, let's see what else we have here. Let's look at the ephemera bits. 146 pieces. This is one giant pack of die cuts or ephemera. One giant pack. Again, look at the packaging. Look at, we can totally use that packaging, right? For whatever we want because I could use that side, but really that's it. All right, what you would expect. Airplanes and bicycles and some kind of time chart. Tags, word strips. So many good things in here. Titles, oh, the places we'll go. Here we are, stay here. Oh, that's fun. Butterfly with a map. Little notebook pieces. Oh my gosh. I mean, this, you guys, so many pieces. And then what's so nice about the 49 and Market ephemera is that some of them are really big. I mean, you get such a good assortment from little teeny tinies. Look at some of these pieces. I mean, these are good size. That is a good size piece. And then like you always see in the 49 and Market die cuts, like the little ledgers and the tickets and the labels and all the goodness. So that is the die cut ephemera. And with the die cut ephemera, we also have the laser cut elements. So we just looked at the laser cut elements for Inkwell, and now you guys know what those are. 4 sheets again. There are 95 pieces here. And as we look at those, oh, look at, again, the packaging. So we can use that. We can fussy cut all those little pieces. Little bonus. Oh my, okay, look at this. This is probably the best example that I've seen yet of the intricacies of the laser cut elements. Look at this. I just pulled out a piece of cardstock so you can see. Look at the spokes on the bicycle wheel. I mean, that is how intricate those laser cut pieces are. So, so cool. Really fun. The colored suitcases, the stacked suitcases. Ooh, that's a beautiful one too. Kind of that little street scene. And then, oh my goodness, look at the door. Look at that laser cut door and then the laser cut window. Oh, we have more of the little street scene again. So those are the laser cut elements. So awesome. Nurse Tara said the big pieces are great to add to your mini books. Yes, absolutely. It's nice to have a good assortment, small, medium, large. That's another thing that makes your layering easy, your clusters. If you are working with different sizes, like a small, medium, and large, or extra small, small, medium, it makes it a lot easier when you have varying sizes and shapes to work with. All right, 2 more things. These are the washi tape stickers. So 49 and Market started doing these one release ago with their Rouge and Tranquility collections. So these, oh wait, what is this? Yeah, looked a little bit different for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? Let me pull this off. Gently. I just need to get it started here. There we go. That's why it looked so different, because there's a little bit of kind of tape there. So this is a row of stickers, and you peel them. Hang on, I'm just going to cut this off. It'll make it a lot easier. You peel the upper part of the sheet away. Like this. And you have your washi stickers. Like that. Okay. So these repeat every, I want to say, I think it's every 13 inches. I guess we'll see. Okay. So there's Adventure and there is Adventure again. So every 12 or 13 inches, you get a repeat. Now, when you peel these off, they're just great little washi stickers. So they are kind of the texture and the thinness, transparency, a little bit of washi. So when I put that here, oh, there we go. That one is a little bit harder to see that it's transparent. This one will be a little bit easier. I will add this over the top of February, and then you'll be able to see. So this guy, basically, you can't, ooh, now that's fun. The repeats are not in different colors. It's the exact same thing repeats after like the first 12 or 13 inches. So look how fun that is. You could do a stamp or take a word, like a die cut word or something like the chipboard words, and then take one of those washi stickers and put it right on top. Isn't that kind of a fun effect? But I put that there so you could see that it was a little bit kind of, they're transparent. So they're washi stickers. So that is what, ooh, now I made a mess. I better deal with this. Hang on. So normally I would not, unless I was just trying to show you that, normally I would not take off all of that because I'm losing pieces with it. So I would just take that off as you needed to use it. So I think that's a really fun addition to their collections, because 49 and Market does not do stickers. I don't know if you've noticed that. They do not do stickers. So this is how they're doing stickers. It's washi. All right. So the last thing we will take a look at in this collection, and this one is currently sold out on my website. But like I said, I have them on reorder, so they will be back probably in about a week. I'm going to say probably maybe the 24th. next week, March 24th, is the washi tape assortment. So if you were looking at this one, just click email me when available when you see this product on the website, and it will automatically let you know when it is back in stock. So this has 4 different rolls to it. One super chunky, like super chunky. Okay. Let me pull that out so we can see it. Look how fun that is. All right, like that. And I don't know if I've shown you, well, I know I've shown it before. You may not have seen it. If you're trying to get a nice crisp edge on your washi, I just put my ruler there. This might be a little bit harder to do because it's so big. Let's see if I can get that to work. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. There we go. It's just a little bit too big to try to do that, but I'll show you on another one. That is fun. If you haven't worked with the 49 Market washi before, their big boxes like this also come with an optional cutter. So you slide that on the box, and then you slide your washi over the top and like that, and it cuts it. All right. Ooh, I love this blue map. I love navy. Love, love, love navy. So there we go. And now I'll show you what I was trying to show you before. I want to get a nice straight cut on my washi. I tried to do that too fast. Anyhow, you know what I'm saying. There we go. A nice straight cut, and then I went too fast. Use a blunt edge like that. Let's see. I know, Marilee, isn't that fun? Marilee said, what a fun concept, that washi sticker roll. What makes it nice about that too, that is an easily splittable product between friends, because with that you could just, yeah, that is. When I pulled it out, you could just snip, snip, snip if you have lots of friends or few friends that you want to share it with. All right, and then this, I love this so much because of the orange. And I'll bring this up to the camera in a sec so you can see. All right, so there was our really big chunky one. That one is about 3 inches wide. You have the navy. Look at this one. Isn't that cool? Kind of the little, I don't even know what that is. Some kind of measurement on a map. And then that also is a map. It almost looks like a little bit like a subway map. A little bit. So that is the Vintage Artistry Everywhere washi. Okay, friends. So that is everything I have to share with you tonight. So I am going to flip the camera and we will say our goodbyes. While I'm just putting these away very quickly, if you normally join us here on my YouTube channel on Saturdays, we are not together this Saturday because I will be out of town. So hang on, let me rotate. Woo, boy. Let me rotate and let me get the lights going. Hang on. Let me get the overhead lights on and the studio lights off. And we'll say our little goodbyes. Oh yeah, we don't want that there. We don't want that light there. And now it just looks very yellow. Anyhow, we are not together this Saturday. So we are not together on Saturday the 18th. We will not be listing because I will be out of town. We will be together on March 25th. That is an all-dayer. Starts at 9 a.m. Pacific. Come and go as you please. Stay for the whole thing. Can't make any of it. Watch on the replay later. But it will be an all-day thing. We will probably go to 6 p.m. Pacific time. 9 to 6. So it is an all-dayer. We will take an hour break somewhere in the middle, though, so I can eat and rest and get my energy back up again and, I don't know, down a whole thing of Licamate or something to give me some energy. So that's the plan. And that's anyone is welcome. There's no charge. You just come and hang out and we play. And like I said, we'll be doing some demos. I will show 5 new Lail by Mail stamp sets. They will be available for order that Friday night on the 24th. So stay tuned for those. Anyhow, that's all the new fun stuff I have to show with you tonight, share with you tonight, show you tonight, share with you. There is a link in the description box of the video that takes you to the What's New page on my website where you will see all of those things. And you will start to see me use bits and pieces of those things over the next couple of months as I start to work them into our Saturday listing sessions. If you have any questions about anything that you have seen, either leave a comment, so not in the chat at this point, since we've already rotated the camera. Leave a comment on the video or go to my website, click contact us and ask your question there and I will answer you. If you see anything that is sold out, just click the little button on the website that says email me when available. When that comes back in stock, you will automatically be emailed and then you can just add it to cart then. Linda said this was fun. I'm so glad you enjoyed. Karen, 9 Pacific time. 9 Pacific time. So 10 Mountain, 9 Pacific. I always say Pacific because people, we're kind of the lost time zone in there. Everybody knows everything but Mountain. They're like, what's Mountain? Not everyone, but sometimes. Gabby says she's looking forward to the 25th. Yes, that will be your first all-dayer with me, Gabby. Denise is excited about that as well. 9 a.m. Pacific. Yes, looking forward. Okay, friends, I'm going to sign off, and I hope to see you in a couple weeks. Okay, everybody take care. Bye.